Hi, good day. Corey here, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and empowerment life coach. I'm starting today. This is all new for me to be doing your monthly forecasted readings, but I am starting to do them, and I'm going to start with the very first of our signs, and that would be the Aries. And over the next few days, I will be posting one for everybody, for every sign. And I'm not using the tarot. I'm actually using the oracle cards for this month, and I'm just kind of going more on my on my psychic intuitive and my healing intuitive type of work, working through healing through your month and whatever needs to be kind of brought forward for you in the month of January, or what's kind of resonating with the channeled through message that I'm getting. So sometimes we may have cards, sometimes we may not have cards, and I'm actually using two decks. Both are a Call It Baron Read. One's with a PC Cast, I think it is, and Call It Baron Read, and this one is the uh, Wisdom of the House of Night card, and the other one is her Wisdom of Oracle deck. And also mixing in for the Aries this month is that I'm going to also use the Mother Mary deck by Doreen Virtue. And always remember that this is just guidance. This is not something to live by. I am a professional life coach, but I am not a psychologist, a doctor. None of this is to be taken in the way of replacing anything that you have been given as advice to take by anyone that's in the medical field. Our work is about being a guidance system, a little beacon to help get you through, to help you see your light and help you through some of your day-to-day things. And these are general readings. This is not for anyone in particular, and it might not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Starting with Aries, my big thing that came up for me first was, of course, that your ruling planet Mars, and I'm not an astrologer, so sometimes I got to be Googling like the rest of you. Um, our ruling planet, I am an Aries, so I get this. Our ruling planet Mars has just come out of Pisces. It has just come out of that whole dragging our ass through every bit of emotional bullshit that we possibly could have experienced. We have just been through it. We are now, as of last night at 9:19 on the 31st, we shifted into Mars finally being back in Aries. It has been like over a year. So if you've been exhausted and tired of waiting to finally return to yourself, this is your month. This is the month that you're able to finally start to be able to breathe again. It has been a rock and roll kind of, a rocky rolly kind of feeling. We've been emotionally up and down. It's like somebody has been playing like freaking everything from cry in your beer country to freaking heavy metal bang your head type of energy. Like it has been go, go, go constantly for a lot of my Aries. I've just been seeing it in readings. I have been seeing it through friends, and I have definitely been seeing it in myself. One thing to really kind of go easy on yourselves in January, Aries, is that we've been told over and over, this is the beginning of this year, January, that Aries kind of gets back their groove and gets things started. And it's like, you're going to push yourself right now, to get things going, because you've heard it so much, and that you've been listening to that kind of information for so long that you're just going to be like, oh, I got to go right now. Well, nope, that's not exactly as it's going to work. It feels as if you're going to have to kind of start planning, but not really taking off until more the middle of the month, kind of projecting mostly going into, I want to say the 15th, 16th is when it's like all of a sudden everything goes like high speed, just heading out, going in like a whole new directions, or starting that business, or kind of moving forward into a new relationship, whatever it may be for you. But it's in like kind of like a new time, a new move forward. You are growing. But the one thing that you have to remember is that you need to be flexible, because there's many roads of opportunity, but there's going to be some advice this month, or coming coming this month, that you need to kind of listen to. But you're also going to have to be flexible in kind of having to bend and mold yourself um, around having to change your plans. Something is going to come up that says, you know what, this was the path we're going, but we decide to go another way. You have to go with the flow of that. You have to move with that. And Aries is really good with being able to kind of think on their feet, or go with kind of make that last minute kind of, okay, we can go this way, we can change directions, and kind of being able to work under pressure. This is kind of like a project comes and there was one plan of it happening, and then a change of plans, like, nope, we're doing something different, that type of thing. It's you can make anything happen. So you're going to be able to do this, you're going to be able to get through this, but there's going to be like many roads of opportunity showing up. But it's things that you're really going to see the big benefits of once April hits. Once April hits, and as that card goes flying, you're also seeing that, and I feel as if I feel like this comes around either a job or starting of a business, or somebody showing up that says, you know what, I just started this great program. You should sign up under me. You'll do really good and you can make all this money, blah, blah, blah. All that glitters is not gold. Remember that. All that glitters is not gold. And somebody will be wearing a mask, or the situation has a mask, or it's a financial investment. It's like, don't jump in without reading the contracts or reading through. Is there opportunity of money? Is there opportunity of things coming? Yes, you have the Treasure Island. You have, this is finally, you've been financially stuck for like a whole year of not being able to kind of get momentum going on your money. And it is about to kind of start going forward, projecting forward. But in the beginning, it kind of feels like it's floating in on the turtle, kind of slowly coming. You're seeing bits and pieces of it, but then it's like, boom, it hits. But it's not always from that get rich quick. It's not from that get rich quick. What is someone's motive for why they're trying to get you to join? What is their motive for trying to get you on board? Pay attention. Pay attention to what's coming up. On a more personal level, I feel as if some of you have been crying for love, searching for love, and you tend to have had some really kind of relationships where you have given your all, that you have moved into you have kind of been the healer or trying to make the relationship happen. This is the time when true belief in you brings about true happiness in a relationship. True belief in you brings about true happiness in a relationship. Trusting yourself, trusting that you have what it takes to make it on your own. You're not looking for a partner because you can't do it on your own. Sorry, my cards keep falling out. Pick those up. That you have to really trust you. And it's like, love is in the air. You have to listen. You have to listen. You have to listen to what other people are telling you. When you people love to gossip. And it's sometimes not be vindictive or mean. It's just like habit, right? And so somebody has been constantly telling you about somebody of, they're like this or they're like that. There is some truth. Not if you've heard this 10, 15 times and you're hearing it constantly, not every single person is lying. Remember that. Not everybody who's repeating that is lying. But you do have to trust your instincts. You do have to trust your heart. And sometimes we have to let our heart kind of figure out for its own self. Well, this is the time to really know that love is in the air. You're in your power. You're in your strong. This is feminine energy, your high priestess in air. And it's like you're kind of in that higher self. So you can kind of trust, you can kind of trust that in your higher power, when you're in that higher self, when you're there and you make your decisions from there, you will be making the right decisions, but be very careful of where your decision making is coming from. And if you're moving into making a decision just to kind of be the bad child and just kind of spite people, or just to go against or to prove people wrong, that's not going to serve you well. Make your decisions because you are trusting in the divine. You have taken the time to think through whether it's finance, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a work opportunity, whatever it is. Just make sure you breathe through and you kind of listen to your heart, but also kind of, for once, because sometimes we got to listen to somebody outside. There's somebody of knowledge, there's somebody of wisdom, like an elder or somebody who has a little bit of advice for you that maybe it's worth listening to. But overall, it's like, this is a good year, or this is going to be a whole good year for you, mostly. But I feel as if this month, it is like, don't rush it. Even though you're planning, even though you're getting ready, it's all going to take like a little bit of time, but it's all going to happen. Middle of the month, and then I believe we go into like an Aquarius. So if you're gung-ho on the whole resolutions and you start something January the 1st, you start it today, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm making this happen, and I'm going this way, and I'm doing, and you're heading to the gym, make sure, kind of, don't set yourself up for that failure of yourself that in a few weeks is gone. If you can make it past the kind of Aquarius-y type of energy, then if you can make it to then, you've got a chance of succeeding with this. And don't do the things of resolutions that kind of make you feel worse about yourself. Do the things that make you feel best about yourself. Don't do it because you keep telling yourself over and over and over that you're not good enough. Do it because you're saying, you know what, I deserve to live in a whole healthy body and a whole healthy mind. And the Mother Mary card that's coming out as it's kind of the blessing that's in your life right now, the transformation, the growth, the healing, is family. I feel like there's some old family history stuff, or some old family dynamics that have kind of been, the residues of them have been sticking around, and it's like, oh, well, we can't fix this. This is how we always were, or that this was our role as brother or sister, or our mom and dads were always like that. So now, no, wait. So mom or dad kind of were the people that made you second guess your choices, or told you that you better be sure, but you're an Aries, you think best by kind of being a little more impulsive, a little more quick thinking on your feet. Kind of allow yourself to know that that behavior they had was from a fear-based, and there's a healing that's going into the fear-based thinking that's around the family dynamics, and whatever that may be. And there's also, the sense of there being something in the family, something in, I don't know if someone being sick or someone not well or something like that, something in the family, or a family split apart, break apart, that's now, there's some healing being needed, and there's some healing coming for the family dynamics and for the family relationship to bring people back together. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful January. And I look forward to seeing you all again for your next month's reading. Thank you. Bye-bye.